Hey YouTube, firstly thanks to all you guys who've stuck around. I know I haven't uploaded anything for a while, but I'm hoping to get back on it. This session was shot at Krav Maga in Nottingham with my good friend Dave Stevens, so if you're in the area give him a shout if you want some quality training. I'm going to split this video up into two parts to make it easily digestible, so look out for part 2 coming up. Hope you enjoy it.
Right, I want to look at the subject of dealing with the rear assault. Could mean anything, any kind of inference from the rear. It could be somebody grabbing you around the neck, or it could be somebody filling you in the back of the head. And we have solutions in Krav, and what I want to do is offer a slightly different approach to it, which is a slightly more principled approach. If you think about the techniques that you've got in Krav, like I say, by its very nature of the word, it's very technical. So think about the problem that you're dealing with. You're being assaulted from the rear, generally unknown about, and the attack is happening, so you're already about 2 seconds behind the attack. So then to access the part that you need in your brain to find the solution to that can be quite difficult, particularly if you've been already hit. So what I want to offer is kind of like a one solution that fits all, and then we're going to look at the what is the all. So let's start with something that we're familiar with, yeah, which is dealing with the choke from the rear. Right, you sure? Right, so this is just a template that we're going to work with. Understand that we call it a choke, but invariably it's not a choke. A proper choke would be the 4 fingers on either side going into the trachea and fucking squeezing down. More often it's not than it's a manipulation, yeah? So I'm slamming him and moving him into something with the objective to either smash him into something, offset his balance, or rip him back or rip him down. But we'll start with something that we're familiar with, yeah? Whilst I'm categorizing it now as some hands going around your throat, you don't know whether it's 2, 1, a push and hit. So in that moment where you're blind, the fundamental thing that you've got to do is protect the head. So as soon as this comes on, just do that. That's the first thing you've got to do all throughout this next lesson. Right? So this comes on, get that. Now let's deal with what it is. So he's grabbing me, he's shoving me. So once you've established base, from here, you just turn and cover in like that. So I keep this all from here. Once I get, so cover your head, get off any further attacks off the line of attack, and sight the problem, yeah? So from here, sight him in cover, right? So you do not do this and then drop at any point, because when we start to punch people in the back of the head and continue to punch in the face, if I was to do that, take this off here and he was punching me, you're gonna fucking eat something. Up, sight. If I'm close enough, I can just drop my hands into the body. If I get a separation, from here, there's a separation, I do not reach with my hands to find him. I close the distance and then find him. So that's the first step you're going to do. Cover, here, sight, close the distance, and this is where you're going to end. Right, let's just do that first. Right, pretty straightforward, yeah? So you're still employing the same mechanics that you might be familiar with. It's slightly more protective. If he does the same to me and pulls, it's the same shit. Yeah? So there's less thought process. There's not so much of pulling and doing all this kind of stuff. Yeah? Do the same thing you were doing before he pulls. Move with him, sight him, and then find him. Yeah? Go. All right, good. Some of you are already there, but if you're not, whatever he does, touch, counter, as much as you need to. Okay? Go. So this is often where we just stop in Krav. Yeah? What we need to worry about is getting filled in from the rear, right? That sounds wrong, but in terms of you are now getting punched in the back of the head. We are not dealing with how to deal with the sucker punch. If I've hit you good from the rear and it's done its job, there is no defense. Yeah? This is, you have had your world rocked, and there are going to be subsequent punches from there. How do you manage that and potentially fight out of it under some kind of a negative emotion, which is generally disorientation and pain? We're going to build up in layers, but we're going to stick to the principles of what we've just did. So you don't have to do anything different just because I'm punching you in the back of the head. That's the whole point. You don't know what it is. All I'm going to do with my partner is I'm going to drill like that footwork that Rich did at the start. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a straight line. Yeah, I'm not going to track him yet. All he's going to do as soon as he feels the impact on the back of his head is cover his head, get offline, sight me and attach. Yeah, so we'll do it slowly. So from here I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and we're here. Got it? Very good. Do it again. That. Okay? Just build up that. You do not drop your hands until you can touch him with your forearms. So do about 3 each and then switch. Yeah. Right, listen. Also, you've got pads. Do not hit here. There's no fucking point. You've got pads and you are hitting the crown, right? You need that. What the hell is that? Keep it at that pace. The next thing you're going to add is tracking. Because if I'm hitting him, I'm not just going to go in a zombie line, am I? I'm not just going to go boom, boom, you do everything you do. That. I'm going to, if I've got venom behind me, when I hit him, I'm going to continue. See the importance now of turning in cover. I'm not going to track him and try and get around the back of him all the time. But I'm going to go at a slow enough pace that allows my partner to do it. So it's still fairly low, but it's almost like there's a laser beam pointing from me to the back of his head, and I'm going to continue. You see, that's where he wants to be, close, not standoffish. If you're standoffish, then you close the distance with your feet, and then you attach. So now you track the head, okay? Right, good. Next, you hit from the rear, you track the head. The opening shot can be whatever you like. Yeah? If he doesn't know what he's doing, he's punching the back of your head. If he knows, if you wanted to knock somebody out from the rear, just whack them this way. Yeah, you hit from the side. So I could, with respect to my partner, I'm going to give an unknown shot. So it'd be, and then he's got to do whatever. So the first one rocks you a bit. Yeah, and that was light. So if that hasn't knocked him out, he's certainly fucking disorientated. So you ain't got no time for finesse. You're going to go into instinctual survival mode. Just cover the fuck up. Try and get off the line of attack and then get back in. So the opening gambit can be something around the side of the face, even from the front, and then continue from the rack. Yeah? Right, go. But be respectful with your partner. Don't stop hitting. Do not stop hitting until he's got over you, yeah? And then you can feed low line for the pad. If you're reaching like that,
Hi there, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it and the content that we're putting together. If you did, then it would really help if you could like the video and subscribe to help us grow. Feel free to comment or tell us what you'd like to see on here. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.